Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This afternoon, we give you a piece of breaking news from New Idea magazine. Prince Harry emaciated regrets at Los Angeles and escapes Meghan Markle. In shocking new photos of Harry and Meghan delivering food parcels to Los Angeles residents who are unable to shop or cook for themselves, Harry's decline is glaringly obvious. He has lost weight, looks tired and gaunt, and his usually happy demeanor has been replaced with a serious expression. Royal expert Mr. Phil Dampier says on New Idea, no amount of stunts like delivering food parcels in Los Angeles with face masks on will bring back the kudos he once had as a full-time royal. Harry looks very thin, and whereas I would have put that down to giving up beer and getting fit, he now looks a bit cadaverous. It makes you wonder if he is quite stressed and is worrying himself thin. Body language and royal expert Judy James also noticed this. She said, "Judging by his appearance in his latest videos, something is certainly amiss. I think Meghan spun a web of lies about her position in Hollywood, and Harry, at least, bought into it." Judy continues, she made sure to invite people from Hollywood's elite to her wedding. Oprah and the Clooneys. She wanted to make it appear as if they were all bosom buddies. This allowed her to keep up the appearance that she was amongst Hollywood's heavy hitters. It also was a deposit in the bank for the move they made later when they relocated to Tinseltown. Tell me she didn't anticipate from day one that they would wind up there. Harry will regret living in Los Angeles. I'm hoping he's beginning to understand that he is married to someone who has no love or regard for him. That he's married to someone who is just using him to gain her own fame and fortune. That he's married to someone to whom is he only a stepping stone in her climb to be queen of the world. I hope it's dawning on him. It's painfully obvious to the rest of us. He needs to get out of there tout de suite. Ms. Judy also thought that Harry had been tricked by Meghan. Painful. She continues, Meghan told Harry that she was used to the glamour and reporters and the paparazzi that came along with being a star. That she could handle the press. Well, that turned out to be a bust, since she ran to Harry to do something about the papers. That she expected them to be fair. Fair? Really? Oh yeah. She had never been picked up by the tabloids here, because she did not matter. So much for experience with the press. But, her excuse was that there was no tabloid press in the US. Well, there were no tabloids that had any interest whatsoever in her in the US. Big difference. Note to everyone out there, the press is decidedly not fair. Ever. Anywhere. To anyone. Apparently Meghan never read a newspaper or watched a news show. Meghan only lived in Hollywood when she was the suitcase girl on Deal or No Deal. And as she picked up bit parts in Hallmark, utter rubbish cable TV movies with the same, unoriginal storyline, movies. She lived in Canada while filming her minor supporting role in a B-rated cable TV show. Not Hollywood. Now she has routed them to Hollywood. Where she had schmoozed with the largest movie producers. Rubbed elbows with the biggest stars. Do you mean to tell me that none of this is true? Color me unsurprised. Meanwhile, Mr. Phil slammed Meghan and deduced conspiracy theories. He said, it's easy to afford something, as long as somebody else is paying for it. Do you remember the $14 million mansions on Vancouver Island, Kensington Palace, and Frogmore Cottage? All free living accommodation for the wandering duo. Okay, it hurts me to admit it. But, I was wrong about Meghan Markle. She has instructed builders to erect screens around Tyler Perry's Los Angeles mansion, where they are currently squatting. I initially thought that this was Meghan Markle, being Meghan Markle again. The owner of the property is extremely wealthy and known to everyone in America, yet he never felt the need to show the world how famous he is by erecting security screens. Other celebrities, living close by, don't surround their properties with such monstrosities either. He concludes, I thought Meghan was saying, security screens around the property show everybody just how famous we are. I accept I was wrong to jump to such conclusions. It turns out that Meghan had the screens put up to protect the public from seeing them. Now that is being considerate of her. A thirst for attention to new heights. Ms. Judy agrees and said, Meghan does not know how to navigate the treacherous waters of Hollywood. She has no major connections. She doesn't understand the dehumanizing practice of studio executives finding a target, promising them fame and fortune, only to use and abuse them, squeeze every drop of blood from them, then cast them off once they stop making money. People like Harvey Weinstein, who ran one of the most successful major Hollywood studios. It's a horrible place with horrible practices where anyone with a modicum of success does not go unscathed. And this is where she brought a prince to dangle like a piece of bait before the noses of sharks like this. Hard to watch. Hard to stomach. Hard to believe. Also this share, Phil continues, I thought that Meghan would be ready to start her duties and feel honored to join the royal family. Unfortunately, she forgot that she had 3 other people, Prince William, Princess Catherine, Prince Harry to work with. I think back to the famous video of the royals as they introduced Meghan to their world of charitable support for mental health support and philanthropy. No, she didn't have to agree with each of them, but did have to present a united front, as they would each be a representative supporting mental health issues. It did not appear to happen. From the beginning, she came with other objectives. Sadly, she got sidetracked with the smaller events that she did not enjoy. She became disillusioned with her purpose, and regretted the day-to-day work schedule. The charities lost, the country lost, the family lost. She scrapped her opportunity to be a voice for the youth of England. But she wanted to control everything she touched. More importantly, Prince Harry lost all the things, the people, and positions that made him the man he is today. Meghan was the only winner, and a loser, at the same time. Meanwhile, yesterday, Daily Star makes the question for fans, what the most disappointed about Meghan Markle. And this is an opinion of a royal fan nicknamed Loved Royal Family. We give you it now. The most honest with you. That's tough to choose from since I believe she deliberately conned a British prince of high rank into believing she was a movie star back home, and then she stalked Prince Harry with the help of Marcus Anderson, her best friend in the world. Together, they worked on getting Harry to date and stay with Meghan. Harry had his dates with Meghan and came away none too impressed. He broke things off in 2016, plus she was sleeping with Corey Vitiello at the same time, so yuck. She and Corey were living together while Meghan began her relationship with Harry. Harry broke things off. First, deception. Would that be the word? Did Meghan use deception to move the relationship onto a fast track to marriage, when now we know she never planned on living in the UK for long? Lying is low. Did she have dirt on the prince or the family? Is that it? I don't care if it's gay romp with 5 men, just reveal it and please, let us all go on our ways. Meghan to obscurity and Harry back to princely doings. Honestly, it looks like they are in a business relationship, and Meghan's insistence of holding hands with Harry at all times to show how much they love one another is strange. And when Markle grabs Harry with her 2 claws, it looks like she is desperately clinging to her man, and a feminist doesn't get her power from always holding onto the man in her life. No. Not buying it. Not love at all. Second, liars. Harry and Meghan's relationship is strange. They do not laugh together. Not. Harry seems to defer to Meghan, and why? Because he thinks someone who went to college is so much smarter? Why does she pat him on the back like a dog? Good boy. Come. Sit. Fetch. Why the sudden move again in the secretive fashion that Meghan seems to love? From Canada to Hollywood, and boy isn't it funny that the Queen and Prince Charles were in the dark. And yes, keep paying for them, because Meghan wants more money, a big mansion like Tyler Perry's, and wants it now. Third, moochers. Living in other people's houses. Using others' planes. Harry and Meghan have no shame. They are waiting for something magical to happen. But what? Meghan is hated more with each new day. Did you see Archie in a soiled diaper on his first birthday? Does Meghan not do diapers? Does she blame the nanny? Scream at her? And when is Meghan, the so successful actress according to the lovies on here, when is she going to get an acting job in a Bond film? Or a show like Modern Family? When does Meghan start working? And the last one, deceptive. That's the winner. Why is Marcus Anderson living with them now? Why did they hide their move to Los Angeles? Why do they want money from Prince Charles when Meg's is closing in on 40 and Harry's not young? Why tell the Queen they cannot see her, when it was all lies? Why be mean to Catherine? What is Meghan's end game? I wish the powers that be would just cut off the grifter. That's Meghan. Harry seems sick, high, depressed, gaunt, and is possibly not doing very well. Meghan doesn't seem to care, as long as he holds her hand. Why doesn't she put him on a leash and walk him up and down the sidewalk for the paps? Freak out Harry and make him feel insecure, while Meghan grins from ear to ear. And you. What do you think about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? Please let me know in the comment section below and we talk about them. If you loved my channel, please subscribe to it to get more news from the royal family. And you can also like and share my video for anyone you think they need it. Now, have a nice day and see you in the next videos.